Alright guys, I have woken up this morning to see that we have a wonderful update that has landed in CS2. It is called the Show Off, and there's some interesting things in here. Obviously, we're going to mostly focus on the skin side of things, because that's what our videos are dedicated to, but I will go over most of the patch notes. Now, one thing here to note really quickly is that I quite like is you now get a spectator loadout, which means if you're in like a 1v3 or even if you're like 2v4 and people are watching you, they can actually inspect and see your entire loadout for that side while you're playing, which is a really cool thing to have, because there are times where you're like, oh, this guy's kind of got like a cool skin, let me go check the inventory, and you have to open up like multiple things to figure out, whereas now you can press one button and just see everything your teammate is running. That is kind of cool. Probably the biggest thing that's getting the most traction is that we now have the Genesis Collection added in. It has 17 finishes from the community contributors, so congrats to all the artists that got skins accepted into the game. That's always super cool. The one thing for these offer a very new and kind of interesting way to sort of engage with getting skins, and it's only available as a weekly drop, but we'll dive into that a little bit more, because some good things, some maybe not so good things. And we have the full collection, which I probably won't be able to get in-game right now because all the inspect servers seem to still be broken, and thankfully I didn't go through and claim my next weekly drop, which means I should be able to play one deathmatch and see if I can get lucky enough to get one and showcase the process. Now, this is basically just the same as what we had been looking at, but the main thing I want to do is be able to look at the weapon skins here. Okay, it looks like I'll be able to generate base factory new floats, so we'll have a look through them now in this element of the game. Now, this is the M4A4 full throttle. Okay, this looks good. This looks very, very good. Now, it's done the sort of style that you do with like racing cars and motorbikes, where it's just sort of labeled fake sponsors along it, but that is, look at the shiny sort of like holographic effect it gets onto it. This, I said you might not like the sponsor namings like pigeon and stuff, but the color of green on this is very, very nice, and then it's got that sort of shine that magnesium gets. So the pricing, we'll show the pricing hopefully. Hopefully I'll get one offered to me in game. The pricing for this is not cheap though, to get from the Genesis Collection or from like the tablet. Interestingly, CS2 Skins has this as like the #1 option in it. So I'll be interested to see where community favor goes on which covert is preferable. This is the Oligarch. Now, this does look better in game than it did in the preview. The gold is actually, people love the gold arabesque. This is the kind of gold I wish we got on the gold arabesque. And then the white is like a nice element. This is very techy, is the best way I can describe this. The lighting effect it gets is pretty cool though. And the black elements is almost like, it looks almost like a cushioned leather kind of thing. This is going to be very interesting to see how the price settles on this. I think it will be more popular than the M4. Smoking Kills is up next. Oh, this skin looks good. Like, there's something about like the shine and the detail on these skins that's looking really good. And I think that's where picking community collection items just works a treat, because they've spent so much time perfecting these skins that you just get all those nice little elements coming through on it. Now, I know Flame, you would have loved the red version. I think it would have looked cool as well, but that is a nice looking MP7 skin. Here is the Glock that I was saying might look interesting. Look at the lighting off this already. Okay. Interesting color palette, but yeah, you are going to get lighting effect from this Glock the whole way along it. But this is cool. This one looks very cool. It's almost got like a green hue in this light. I think the color is going to change based on the lighting. But yeah, there's going to be so many sticker graphs that end up like just complementing this really well. I might have found my new Glock. And now we have the ice cold, and okay, the level of black on this as the accent color is actually kind of nice. Like, the scope is blacked out with small accent colors, but it's actually like a deeper black than the standard scope would be. And you got like the orange accent colors around like on the trigger to pair in. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. I feel like this has potential to be like a favorable play skin op. Now, this is the Continuum, which for me, cool effect on it. Let's look how it looks like in game. It's got Into the Void. This one I would love to see, and I'll test properly when I can. Does it change color in battle scars? Does it have any patterns that change color? But maybe it will just be how it looks right now. And this is the Ocular, which, honestly, not as much shine as I thought it was going to have. But it does have the Eye of the Beholder thing. It's all those funky masks. This is a really nice artwork level, to be honest, especially for a purple rarity skin. Although it might not be my cup of tea, might not be your cup of tea, I think Artwork, wow, I'm so down to have more skins like this in the game that just offer something different. This is probably my winner for like fun skin that I want to use. It's the cat fight. This looks fantastic. Damn, it looks good with my Omega gloves too. This is, yeah, this is an absolute winner of a skin for me. And this one came specifically for the EG Holo enjoyers. It's the Liquid Edition. Obviously, we have an MP5 skin in game with us already, so we kind of know how it's going to look. The detailing's cool on it. Oh, the blue change on the top was interesting. You'd want this to be a cheap skin, to be honest. Then the Angel Eyes I was talking about. Now, I do think that these dual Berettas would be fantastic if it wasn't for the creepy eyes. Like, they actually look super good. Now, you don't really see them too much in-game here. There's two of them creeping through. The other artwork design and style on this is great. Like, these look fantastic. Just when you turn them to that, not really a fan. Now, I didn't say this one could be cool. I think this pattern on it is actually kind of nice. And seeing it on such a low rarity weapon is kind of cool. You do have the cage design, but it's kind of like, I'm going to say bare bones. This is a cool one if you like the Scar 20. Now, this is the Bullfrog. So straight away, I think Guchu is going to love this. He's a member of the community. And the little frog on it is kind of cute. The colors are actually, like, they're nice if that color tone and palette is your thing, which for him it is. This is a nice P250 skin, honestly. Then it's the Red Wing. Now, this one isn't really doing much to me. I do use the P2000 over the USP at the minute, but it's not going to be a crazy popular skin, yeah, it's not going to hold much value, I imagine. We'll see. And this is the Broken Record that I said I quite like the look of, and honestly, I do. I love this, like, limited version text on it. It's got the classic albums with the classic sort of icon on it. This is a super nice MP9 skin. And the fact it's a low rarity, like, this is what I was so looking forward to seeing. Like, mil-spec skins that actually look really good. Alright, we got 3 more of the mil-spec skins to showcase here. Here is that MP5 Focus. This is another one that, decent mil-spec skin. The suppressor has some detail on it. Don't like how it looks from that end, but from here, it looks pretty good. You've got Focus. Oh, okay, this is cool. Depending on how you look at this, it goes from stay to focused. That's kind of cool. Is it going to say focused here on inspect, then go to stay whenever it's not on inspect? Okay, I can't really see that. This is the Magnitude. If you want a budget red Mag 7, maybe this is going to be for you. Again, just it's nice to have good mil specs. Obviously, they're mil spec. They're not going to be the craziest thing at it, but just having them be nice is a nice touch. And then finally, we have this Trigger Discipline that's been added. And yeah, they've definitely changed it from pink being into like this kind of like orangey, corally color. So, yeah, there you go. That's all of them in-game as best as I can right now. Of course, I will get into a proper server, maybe for like the coverts and the classifieds, and look at like factory new to battle scarred when I can. Now, what we had been expecting actually was for the graphic collection and the gallery case to be removed and replaced. So it looks like they will still be coming in the near future with these last chance skins and the stickers. And mainly what I want to showcase now is actually how this new feature functions, but it is a weekly drop, as I say, so I'm gonna have to see if I can get it now as my weekly drop. Alright guys, so I've grounded through a deathmatch. It's time to see if I can get access to this new Genesis collection. It will be very nice if I can to truly be able to showcase it for you guys, so just fingers crossed. So I'm going to leave, and we're going to hopefully see a Genesis collection here, and we're not going to. We're going to see a Dreams and Nightmares case, and a couple of weapon skins. And this is partially why I think these skins are going to be a bit more rare than we think, because they are only available as weekly drops, which you just seen, I did not get. And then you have to get the good item, and I'm going to showcase you now, it can be expensive, so maybe you don't take the good item. Now, I'm going to have to give credit to Osney, because he's posted this, I think, from a Discord call, showcasing. So I'm just going to try and go through, like, this is what the screen looks like. So you can see here, this is the waffle coming from, I forgot the name of the guy, I'm too tired. So the first offer he came through was a Mac 10 cat fight, which in field tested, the offer was £1.85. He has then rejected that, and that's where you get the next offer. So I don't think it would happen, but for example, if you got the covert red in your very first option, and then you were like, oh shit, I want to see if I can get anything else because maybe I can't afford the red, you might get worse options afterwards. So his second offer, for example, was a factory new P250 Bullfrog for 1.60. So we can see that the The mil-spec and the purple items are probably going to be offered up more affordable than others. Also, when you accept it, you pay the price here at the bottom left, and it goes through Steam balance. You have to pay through Steam. There is a 3-day expiration on it, so you've got 3 days to decide if you want to claim the item you have in there or not, and then it mentions that it comes with the CS status. So this is any item purchased from this uplink terminal will come with an original owner certificate, which is valid while you are the owner. Now, I'm going to get into this in a second, but I absolutely love this, and it shows the catalog XP of what you've had dropped to you. So you'll see here, he can hit no deal, which he's going to now. You hold the button down, and it's going to go to no deal. There we go. Now, this is what it's going to spin up as the next option. So here you go. It's spun up a battle-scarred Red Wing, which is just, you don't want to have a battle-scarred Red Wing for 18. Obviously, you could opt to pay for it. And then there you go. This is like the best I can do. 5th and final offer. The Glock 18 Mirror Mosaic minimum wear £12.19. So this is giving you a bit of an idea of the pricing they're expecting. Now, £12.19 for a minimal wear classified Glock. I think if you were to look at cases recently, I'd say this is not a bad price. It's the coverts where the pricing looks insane. And then what you'll see is, if you claim it, you're going to say, you got me, let's pay $12.19 for it. They're going to go and buy it, transaction completed. You get the item, and look, it has at the top, original owner certificate. Now, I came from FIFA, where if you unpack the card, it would have a status that says first owner. It would have an identifier that would tell you if the player you've unpacked is first owner. And there's actually like challenges in the game to play with like having say like 9 first owner players in your team, or all 11 be first owner. And it was a really cool thing in videos. You could showcase that, okay, I have this item first owner. Like, so this is something that's really nice to see, and hopefully we'll see implemented more in the future. Jesus had posted about this. You see, I've already replied to it saying like I've wanted this for quite a while, so it's really nice to see it come through, because I wonder when people can do this new feature of inspecting your loadout, I imagine you'll be able to then see when they hit inspect on your skin, it'll pop up saying that you are the original owner for it. So say you're solo queuing and someone sees you've got that new Oligarch AK, they could go and say, damn, like that person unboxed that. Now, I'm going to go through Thor's stuff. I'm hoping I'll pronounce that correctly. I'm sorry if not, mate. So this is basically like the TLDR of how it works. They're dropped in weekly care packages. They are free to unseal, so you don't have to pay for a key. So they're free to basically go and see what you can get. This is very similar to, like I said, what the X-ray package is like, where you can scan and see what you're going to get, and then it's up to you to buy it. You can choose from 5 skins, but as we've just seen, once you decide that you don't want your first one, there's no way to go back and get that. So basically, you have to wait and see. And then Steam balance is going to be used to pay in the terminal, and this is just an example of some more things that were coming through. And I think this is a nice way of detailing it too. It's kind of like the night market, where you are going to be able to pick through and see your skins. They're available for so long. Now, here's one thing pricing wise. This is where, one, I found out that there's StatTrak skin. So this is StatTrak M4A4 full throttle minimal wear, but it's $526, which this is probably the controversial conversation is, should we be paying $525 of Steam balance directly to Steam, to Valve, to get this skin? Is it going to uphold that value on the market? We do not know. But here we go. This is the same non-StatTrak version of the same skin in minimal wear, is $67. Now, this is a higher float at 0.13, and what we've been seeing, and what seems to be the case, is the float value does directly impact the price that it's being offered to you. So, kind of interesting times. I would really like to get my hands on an M4A4 full throttle. I think for me, that's the best skin from this. And it's a lot of waffle. You guys can let me know what your thoughts are of this. One, do you like the new system? Do you like being able to go through without having to pay a key and then see if you get anything you want? So there's no actual upfront cost and you can kind of just wait and see. Do you like the new skins? If so, which one is your favorite? For me, that full throttle is really nice. I'd say the Glock Mirror Mosaic is probably my second, with the Catfight being my third. And yeah, just, how do you think this is going to go? Do you like the skins? Do you like the style? Give me your feedback on this, guys. What is the vibe with this? Good update, bad update, all that goodness. I will have a video showcasing the factory new to battle scar conditions of the key items as soon as I can get into servers. So outside of that, big thank you to YouTube members for continuing to support the channel. Always fun waking up to see an update and having to crank out an early video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. We'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.